Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Madam, and I'm coming back to you once again. And this is by ET News. And this is about Cuban Gooding Jr. He avoids jail time after pleading guilty to a lesser charge. Um, this is via CBS New York. And let's get into this article. I will list the article writer and all the details in the description as I always do. And it says actor Cuban Gooding Jr. will not face jail time for the forcible touching case against him in New York City after pleading guilty to a lesser charge. Prosecutors say Gooding completed 6 months of alcohol and behavioral counseling, allowing them to change his previous misdemeanor plea to a non-criminal violation. The 54-year-old Jerry Maguire star pleaded guilty back in April to the misdemeanor charge of forcibly kissing at a nightclub worker back in 2018. It is just one of dozens of accusations against the Oscar winner that came to light. #MeTooEra. Uh, yeah, so basically what happened was, you know, I've been following this, and this is just a short update on what has been going on. Um, you know, there has been multiple women that have came forth and, uh, allegedly said that he did something or another, which was against their wishes. And this one is just to sum it up. It says Thursday, 3 accusers addressed the court expressing outrage over the deal. Uh, CBS's 2's Alice Garner was in the courtroom. Gooding made a swift and silent exit from the courtroom moments prior. He declined to speak before sentencing. There was no need to further address them today, said defense attorney Frank Rothman. He apologized the day he pled guilty. Rothman's referring to back in April when the 54-year-old pled guilty to a misdemeanor charge that he forcibly kissed a worker at a nightclub in 2018. But under the plea, so long as he met the requirements, he could withdraw the plea to a lesser charge of harassment, which is what he did Thursday. A victim impact statement from the worker said Gooding saw minimal repercussions while his victims dealt with the aftermath of his actions. The message he got today is that because for who you are, or who he is, the rules are different for him, said the accuser Kelsey Herbert. Gooding was arrested in June 2019 after Kelsey Herbert told police he groped her at a rooftop bar in Midtown. Dozens of other allegations against the actor have poured in. He was initially charged with groping and forcibly kissing 3 women. Prosecutors wanted to present testimony at trial from more than a dozen women who were not part of the criminal case to show a pattern of alleged bad behavior by the Oscar winner. The judge was going to allow 2, but then reversed the decision. So, instead of going to trial, they reached a plea deal dismissing 2 of the 3 charges, which included Herbert's accusation. It appears to be the prosecutorial gift to a celebrity who is undeserving of such an outcome, said Herbert's lawyer, Gloria Albrecht. Prosecutors noted that Gooding Jr. completed 6 months of alcohol, blah, blah, blah. That's basically what I said. It was part of his plea deal. Um, it then goes on to say that Rothman was asked if his client was still drinking, and he responded by saying, "No, not that I'm aware of, but that's not for me to say," he said. Despite the harm to me, Cuban Gooding walks away from the courthouse a free man without a record. it's like it never happened. But can the same thing be said for the women who he did this to? Herbert said. If the actor has failed to comply with any terms of the deal, he would have faced a year behind bars. The Manhattan DA's office has not commented about this. And yeah, that's just the latest in terms of that. Allegedly, he gets to walk scot-free. One of his accusers is saying it because of who he is. Um, you can't really deny that point to effect if we're thinking genuinely. It's a lot of actors and people in entertainment and because of who they are, they tend to get slaps on the wrist. They tend to not see any jail time. They tend to not face any serious repercussions. Um, and it's sad. Obviously, this man had an issue. Um, Allegedly, he should have gotten help before this became a public issue. Before victims started racking up, because it was quite a few. It was like 20 of them. Uh, I'm assuming, but it was multiple women that had came forward, and for them not to have their testimony heard or even presented is literally like a slap in the face to them. And I mean, any woman genuinely that has went through something like this, because the last thing you want to do is find the strength and the courage to actually go forward and so your voice can be heard, so you can seek some type of justice, only to be told because of who this person is and uh, what their status is, you might as well just not have said anything in the first place. I mean, that's how I would have taken it. Like I said, it's a slap in the face, and then and a lot of times in different situations, genuinely, it's a miscarriage of justice. But that's just my opinion. And I would like you guys to drop down and let me know how you feel about this story and any other story on my channel. I want to take this time also to thank you so much for watching me and, listening to my stories. Um, it really does mean a lot to me, and I thank you again. With that being said, I'm about to head on out, and I will see you in the next video.